Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, hi. I'm here for to be continued. I had a nice dinner. I got to eat some gimbap, so I'm really happy. Like, that was delicious. I love gimbap. It's addicting. So now I shall continue to be continued, starting off with farewell, Roy. Roy, my boy. With your terrible timing. As one does. Why do I want to join the Armorless Union? What a weird question. This is your organization, old man. What's there to explain? So, does this count as my interview? I heard all the companies around town do stuff like this now. Are we going to interview every new recruit from now on? Should I start calling you boss? Stop being such a pain in the ass. The way I see it, there's no difference between a hitman agency and any other business. Show up to work, do some overtime, then make that someone else's problem. If I had to give you a reason, then it's probably for the extra cash. Sure as hell beats what I make from hunting foul beasts. It's the same stuff anyways. You aim, you shoot. Of course the higher paying job's gonna motivate you more. Isn't that right, boss? After all, everyone just wants to live the good life. Old man? Old man, where are you?
The Armorless Union's hitman. How did you people find this place?
Does that really matter at this point?
Celebrities such as yourself naturally attract attention with their every move. While you've done your due diligence, good sir, how should I put this? We're hardly the ones who can track you down. There are plenty of people who have it in for you. Beating them all to the punch was no small feast. Time is of the essence. I do hope you can trust our good intentions. Trust you?
Understandable. I don't know if I trust Roy either. Roy is sus. I mean, I'm sorry, Roy. I'm not gonna even lie.
The Armorless Union, speaking to me of trust? If that's a joke, I'm not laughing. When necessary, we're also capable of not being Armorless Union.
Ah, yes, when you're off duty, right? Like, I'm Armorless Union when I'm working, but when I'm not working, I'm not Armorless Union.
Hitman, is this the reason you sent your subordinates to die at my hand? Are you planning to? Shh. Some things are better kept to yourself. A man as wise as you surely understands this. Do us a little favor, and you'll earn yourself an out. It's a pretty good deal if you ask me. You scratch our back, we scratch yours. How about it?
I don't know if I trust you, Roy. The Armorless Union's Lazarite rank. How about it? Sounds pretty powerful, doesn't it? Honestly, the pay isn't half bad either. In a way, it's not too different from being a competition knight. You earn your keep by putting your life on the line. You don't get paid the big bucks without taking a few risks, right? That said, after more than a decade in the business, it's time to hang up the hat. Quit while you're ahead. The simplest truth to live by. Why swim against the current of the era? There are more stable sources of income, so why burn your life away? Bring your ship back to port when the time's right. How could being someone else's underling possibly feel as good as being your own boss? I mean, understandable. The surgery is scheduled in 2 hours. Be sure to show up on time. Starting tomorrow, your new name will be Joel Tyrell. And in 2 days, the company will put in a word for us. So don't mess it up. Ooh, surgery, plastic surgery. I want to see the new look. Joel Tyrell. Ooh, hello. Also, the General Chamber's people don't seem to completely buy that we died along with the Blood Knight. Not yet, anyway. Shh. The Armorless Union is already preparing to select the next Lazarites before the investigators have even left. In other words, lay low and spare us any unnecessary trouble until this all blows over. Hey, are you even listening?
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Ma'am, I'd like to have the most expensive meal set. No need for a bag. I'll be eating here. Oh, and make it extra spicy, please.
I like that order. Of course, he's gonna go for the most expensive meal and make it spicy. I love spicy.
Okay, so what were you saying, Monique?
Go die in a ditch.
What an awful thing to say. Why, if I died, poor Mrs. Tyrell would end up a widow.
I died a little bit because I'm like, oh my, it's continuing the theme of couples. This really is a Valentine's Day event. Mrs. Tyrell and Mr. Tyrell. Poor Monique. Lucky Roy.
She sure hung up fast. Seems like everything is going smoothly. Even if the board of directors has its doubts, it's already too late. As for the Blood Knight, if he knows what's good for him, he'll keep his head down and not make a mess of things. After all, everyone is too busy looking out for number one. Nobody will lose sleep over a couple of tools going missing. I probably don't have to worry about Darksteel either. All that's left is a face transplant and a new identity. Guess I'll be kissing goodbye to this handsome mug then. Who knows how I'll look when it's done, but somehow I doubt I'll be quite as gorgeous.
Wow, Roy.
Alas, what a pity.
The former Lazarite stands on the street, concealed beneath the shadows of the neon lights. He lifts his hands to pat his cheeks while aimlessly looking out at the bright city lights. The most recent news highlights are being broadcast on the big screen on the side of the skyscraper. All the other screens dotting the cityscape, large and small, play roughly the same thing, their clashing noises and flashing lights enough to make one a bit dizzy.
The Blood Knight was attacked by unknown assailants in his secluded countryside home. There were traces of an intense struggle, and it has been confirmed that the blood left at the scene belongs to the former champion himself. The bodies of the attackers were also found at the scene. Experts have commented that it is highly unlikely that the Blood Knight survived such a fierce battle, which is consistent with the large quantities of blood found. The leading theory at the moment is that our former champion, weakened after his battle with the Radiant Knight, exhausted the last of his strength and passed away along with his assailants. For more information, please stay tuned to our follow-up program, The Truth Behind the Attack on the Blood Knight.
Wow, to be continued and to be continued.
Those bastards! What truth? It's all a bunch of baloney. How could the Blood Knight be defeated by mere assassins? Not a chance in hell. He's probably just laying low because he doesn't want those media bloodsuckers bothering him over an injury. They only care about the next scoop. And damn the whole lot of those shameless murderers. Gutter-dwelling pests. The Blood Knight would never go down like this. Calm down. You can say what you want, just stop flailing your arms like, youch! That's my head. Huh? Sorry, I got a bit too worked up there. You alright? I'm fine. I guess this just isn't my lucky day.
Oh, that poor worker. He probably just got off of work. A really, really long shift. Most likely overtime. He just wants to go home and take a nice nap. Maybe with a convenience store bento. And then look, he just got smacked.
Hey, you over there. Yeah, you. You didn't get hit, did you? You alright, man? He didn't hit you on the head too? Huh? Sorry, were you talking to me? Who else is there? There's only the three of us squatting by the food stall in the middle of the night. I suppose so. I appreciate the concern, but I'm fine. I was just in shock after hearing the news. The news is nothing but a load of shit. Those carrion lickers only care about the scent of blood and death. They don't give a damn about whether the Blood Knight lives or dies. They don't know a goddamn thing. Which is why they can run their mouths like that. After being defeated by the Radiant Knight, the former champion, yada yada, tisk tisk. As long as you pick a good clickbait title, you can easily farm a few days worth of ad revenue. No one with a bit of curiosity can resist. It's just the latest way to make a quick buck these past 2 days. You shouldn't be this token of consumerism. Well said, you're exactly right. Our company does some business with the night competitions. I ran into him a few times while following the project, but our holdings went down the drain as soon as the news came out. Personally, I'm a big fan, so I hope he's alright. Humph! That's more than enough reason to treat you to a drink then.
Aw, they're bonding!
Huh? I mean, as an apology for what just happened. How about it? Or are you too scared to have a drink with an infected?
But I have work tomorrow.
Well, whatever. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. You pick the place then. Heh, I like your guts. How about you then? You all want to go together? Me? Actually, I have some things I need to attend to soon. Still, fate has brought us together, and kindness is hard to find these days, so why not? Lead the way.
Roy! Stop third wheeling! I mean, it was awkward already during the Neural Light event. Him just trolling Uncle Muinar. But then now he's just like, oh, look at you guys. I'm a tag along too. Heh heh heh.
Great. Follow me.
Have fun, Roy. Don't get caught.
Wah! Cheers! Cheers! Wrap it up, you two. I'm not made of money, you know.
Wait, is he treating Roy also? Yo, Roy's so lucky. I understand now. He's like, yes, free drinks.
Actually, I recognize you. You're the one who competed today, that, Iron Wrist Knight. Wow, I can't believe I got my head smacked by Iron Wrist Knight's Iron Wrist. It's an honor. I'm never gonna wash my head again.
Basically, maybe.
That's gotta be worth at least a point. Come on, I already apologized, didn't I? Too bad about today. You almost got the win. If only the other side didn't get that supply pack. I bet on you, you know? Really? Why would you do that? Because the odds were good. Why else? Oh, makes sense. But just so you know, you shouldn't bet on infected knights next time. They won't let us win. I gave it my all but still failed. I doubt the people behind the scenes are very happy with me after my last showing. Whoa, that sounds awful. If only I had the Blood Knight skills. He still lost to the Radiant Knight though. Sorry, shouldn't have brought that up. By the way, what do you do? Are you some sort of knight too? Nothing of the sort. I'm just a hunter from the sticks who occasionally stops by the big city. I usually hunt foul beasts and can sometimes even turn a profit if they manage to fetch up a good price. But it's been rough these days, so I've been thinking about how to make it big in the city. Like, becoming a competition knight? You can make a lot of quick cash if you manage to win. Nah, forget it. I don't have what it takes to be a knight anyway. I'm no good at fighting. You've got a good head on your shoulders then. The knight competitions may be glamorous, but only a small handful of us make any real money. Not the kind of thing you want to be worrying about. Heck, I wouldn't be doing this either if I had choice. Life has a way of messing with us all, brother. You said it. Back then, all I thought about was how much better life would be in the big city. If I could go back in time, I'd tell myself from a few years back to just forget about Cavalier Rielke. Should have stayed home and worked an honest job. I'd rather spend my entire life farming than doing whatever I'm doing now.
Aww. He's gonna be a farmer, or he wants to be a farmer. That's a good goal. And ooh, hello, hello. Hi, hi. And yeah, I just pushed back the stream by an hour-ish. Since I wanted to eat some gimbap, my addiction. It was so good. I love gimbap.
Agreed, only a tiny minority are able to make good money.
And now you're not too late for story time, though I did choke a little bit because I thought it was hilarious how Roy and Monique's, like, their new identity, they're gonna be a married couple. I felt kind of bad for Monique. I'm like, oof. Like, no offense, Roy, my boy. But what a new backstory, or backstory for them. And of course, it's continuing the thing about couples, technically. And look at Roy crashing this get-together, too. He's like, sure, I'm gonna tag along. I know that I'm busy, but I want the free drinks. And look at you two bonding. I want in on that. As one do.
But even then, what the best paid competition night earns is nothing compared to the real profit that the companies behind them are making. Hick. You've got too much to drink, my man. Nah, I'm totally sober. What do you think? If I get infected, you think I'll get the day off tomorrow? Maybe, but forget tomorrow. You'll never have to go to work again. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Hick. Damn, maybe I'm drunk after all. Sorry, my head's starting to spin.
Mr. Corporate Employee. I think he should probably call out of work for the next day if he can.
Fine. Seems like you really are out of it, so I'll restrain myself and not beat the shit out of you. Just don't ever crack a joke like that again. Cause if you do, you're taking a trip to the hospital to get stitches for your nose. Yeep. It won't happen again. To be honest, I always wanted to be a knight, ever since I was a little kid. Not a competition knight, mind you, something much older. The kind my grandpa's generation really looked up to. You mean, like those campaign knights that entered the city not too long ago? Yeah, I know I don't have the skills for that. Look at it this way. Their way of fighting is totally outdated. What can you accomplish these days with brute strength alone? Sure, nobody's arguing with that, but we've got to fight, like it or not. You, boss, pour me another one. If you ask me, everyone wants a better life, and the best way to do that is to get into business. If you want, you want to get into the business world? Yeah, I guess. Preferably a large corporation. The 9-to-5, cubicle sort. But you know, being a salesman doesn't sound half bad either. I think I'd be pretty good at it. I heard big companies give bonuses to outstanding employees too. What could be better than earning a stable salary? Haha, when you put it like that, you're too naive. Huh? Working in a corporation isn't as easy as you think. Well, it's just a pipe dream anyway. Everyone knows it's tough getting into a good company. True, it's tough. But that's still the easy part. Getting in is just the beginning. The problem is, once you're in, you can't get out. That's the hard part. Today, I actually ditched work. I didn't show up. I originally wanted to take some time off, but I'm out of vacation days for the year, so I didn't even bother applying.
Ouch. Ouch, Mr. Corporate Employee, I feel that. I don't get vacation days either, haha. Or sick days, ha 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 ha, sobs.
You were gone the whole day and nobody even bothered to call you? My phone's dead. Forgot to charge it last night.
Ouch! I would go insane without my phone's being alive. I use my phone for everything.
Good man. Are you sure that's not going to be a problem? It's a problem, alright. A big problem. Scratch what I said earlier. Maybe you're a little too gutsy. Is that what you call having guts? My tongue's completely numb, my stomach's empty, and my brain's faring about as well. No, I just drank a whole bunch, so there's alcohol in my stomach and water in my head. What the hell are you on about? Quite the unique saying you came up with there. I like it. That said, I feel pretty good now that I can't hear my ringtone. At least I can fool myself into thinking everything's fine. With all due respect, that feeling won't last forever. As soon as you charge your phone, sheesh, I don't even want to think about it. Then, let's not. I'm starting to get the chills again. Even I'm starting to feel sick to my stomach. Whatever, I've made peace with it. There's no shortage of grunts like me. You've got the more experienced old hands and the more gung-ho young guns. No point delaying the inevitable.
I skimmed through the epilogue. Like, if I'm watching a video, I'm bad. Depending on what the video is, I will make the speed 1.5 times faster sometimes.
I'm just worn out, man. I just want to take a day off where I don't have to worry about anything. If I'm really gonna get fired over this, then so be it. At least that spares me from all the agonizing over not being able to make up my mind. You really do have nerves of steel. You're not afraid at all? Can't you tell I'm joking? Of course I'm afraid. I still haven't paid off my mortgage. So I'm gonna head home and pull an all-nighter, writing a report for the head of the department about how I was in a coma all day from a serious illness and accidentally broke my phone. That might be a bit of a stretch. Just a bit. Who cares if it's true or not? All that matters is having an excuse to step down. Alright, that's enough for today. No more drinking. Boss, give me the tab. Shh! You two sure know how to take advantage of a guy's hospitality. Picking all the expensive drinks, eh?
Roy, why you do this? You bought the expensive food earlier and now you're getting the expensive drinks? Man, Roy needs like a sugar mom or a sugar daddy.
I do appreciate it. Ah, what a rare treat to enjoy a friend's hospitality on one of my few trips to the city. To show my thanks, can I offer you a suggestion? What, me? Why don't you spend the night here at the bar? I took a look and it's going to be open all night, with plenty of customers. And tomorrow morning, find another place with lots of people. Try to keep your head down in the crowd. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? That's all I have to say. I'll be off now.
That was totally not sus at all.
He's gone just like that, huh? Didn't even care to elaborate. Well, I'd better get going too. What about you? Are you going to listen to him and drink all night?
Later, the old man told me that he's a dark steel, and that I might be cut out to become a Lazarite. He may have been cold and shady as his rank, but I don't think there's anything particularly blue about me. Oh, not that I'm trying to argue with you, boss. Lazarite suits me just fine. When the old man picked me up, well, I won't say that, since I was doing perfectly fine by myself and didn't need to be picked up. Basically, I just hunted 2 foul beasts at a time, scouted off the plumage, bled them out, and had them ready for eating after some time over the fire pit. I have to sneeze real quick. Never mind, I lost it. Nope, still lost it. I don't know if I trust Roy. Like, hearing him say that, especially after he made me spend all my money on him, I'd be like, you want me to stay here all night? You want me to spend even more money in the bar? Excuse you, Roy. My poor wallet. They came out pretty good, and the old man ate a foul beast, and half all by himself. Left me with 2 heads, a pair of claws, and 1 leg. After he finished, he started talking like one of those high and mighty folks out of the storybooks. Even without a teacher or any tools, you're still able to hunt these slippery foul beasts. They can be difficult even for experienced hunters your age. You've got a natural talent. How about it, child? Want to live the good life? Of course, how could I not?
I must have been drunk as hell too. Ended up wasting all that time because I somehow believed what he said. The sun's almost up. Better start heading back.
I wonder how much money Roy made him spend.
Ugh, it's so cold. So this is what Calvo Rielki looks like at this hour. There's hardly anyone around. The trash everywhere hasn't been cleaned up yet. And there are discarded night posters all over the ground. Ha! People are all trash. Who's there?
Uh-oh.
You people are Iron Wrist Knight. By refusing to cooperate with the General Chamber, you've impeded the path for others. The Blood Knight can no longer protect you.
This whole deal with pawning my life off to them. The more time passes, the more I see things clearly. The knights are commodities that hoard inside their warehouses. They hoard inside their warehouses. The assassins are weapons they wield. And what of public opinion? It's their best tool for manipulation, and they've studied it thoroughly. Money and power. In Kashimiresh, these 2 things are often inextricably linked. Hey, I'm not saying you have to become a tycoon or anything, but look, if you want to live a better life, you have to rub shoulders with those people. Most people are fine climbing over things, 1 rung at a time, but when will you ever be free from someone else's control? So just don't think about it too much. If you're privileged enough, just try to live a better, more comfortable life. At least now, I won't be asked to take someone's life over the phone anymore. If something goes wrong, getting hurt is the least of our worries. We'll need a good excuse to pull the wool over the boss's eyes, right? Alright, you can open your eyes now. You look fine. I want to see what the plastic surgery looks like. If you keep stroking your face like that, I'm going to make you need another one.
Gads, Monique! I shudder at the thought! Having bandages all over my faces. How should I put this? New and exciting?
Exciting. Sure, that's the word. Donna Tyrell. And you're Joelle Tyrell. You better not mess it up again after the doctor comes back.
Oh, right. Our titles have changed too. We're husband and wife now, right?
Oh, are you blushing? Did they carve out your eyeballs?
No need to be so hostile. While this arrangement might be a bit... well, it's fine. Oh, and don't worry. You're just as easy on the eyes as before.
So, they definitely carved out your eyeballs. I want to see what they look like, come on.
I see you're awake now. How are you doing? You chose to go with the accelerated program. Though Originium Arts can speed up the process so you won't need multiple surgeries. There are still corresponding risks. You won't be able to remove the bandages for a while, and I suggest returning for a follow-up once a month to ensure the most stable results. Thank you. I feel great already. But I don't think the follow-ups will be necessary. Urk. We'll figure something out on our own. Thank you for your hard work, Doctor.
Aw, come on. What did the doctor do bad? Poor doctor, he just got knocked out, didn't he? Not just knocked out, oh no, he got full on killed. Aw. Poor doctor, he was just doing his job. That was sudden. You're gonna have to figure out how to get rid of the body on your own.
I didn't have a choice. Nobody can be allowed to know about this. I could have chosen my words better, but I meant what I said. Dead men tell no tales. By the way, did you hear about what the General Chamber did to a group of infected knights who had been following the Blood Knight? I ran into one of them last night, just to make sure.
I've heard a thing or two, but it's none of my business. And I suggest you keep your shiny new nose out of it too. Don't forget, we've got nothing to do with the Armorless Union now.
Heh, I suppose you're right. It's none of our business now. Alright. Then we're about to start a brand new chapter of our lives. What's the plan? If we're going to sell stuff, are we really going to run a business?
Even if you wanted to, Darksteel will never let you. It'd already be a miracle if you didn't scare off all of our customers.
Please, do we even have the talent to mess anything up? We have everything we could ever want now, but I still need something to kill the time.
You've got time to kill.
Kind of. You in the mood to go hunting? Just the two of us? We can go buy a villa out in the countryside. I'll teach you how to hunt foul beasts. Nobody's better than me. Ha! Hunting for sport. Never could have imagined that back when I was scraping by in the woods. I've simply never had the free time, but now I've got nothing but free time, so I might as well treat myself.
Seems like all that free time fried your brain then. You can go by yourself. I'm going on vacation, preferably someplace nice like Dosoles or Siesta. You won't catch me dead in the boonies. Seriously, after all the work it took to make this day possible, you're just reminiscing about your childhood. What are you planning?
Honestly, who knows? If I can live a better life, I'll try to do exactly that. No need to sweat the details.
If your brain malfunctions and you decide to go live in a cave or whatever, you might as well transfer all your assets to me first. I'll send you my bank account number when we get back.
Haha. If something happens to me, you'd inherit everything I own anyway, just from our legal status.
Good point. Might as well speed up the process then.
How cruel! Anyway, enough of that. After I tie up some loose ends, how about we go on vacation? We go on that vacation I suggested. Give it a thought, alright? Wherever you decide to go, why not make it a team effort?
I mean, that sounds nice and all, Joel. But I don't know, being on a vacation with you. Or I understand why he wants her to go on a vacation with him. It's because he wants her to buy all the expensive food and drinks. I understand. It makes lots of sense. And now for harmony in difference. I seriously want to see what they look like though. Come on. Let me see their plastic surgery. I want to stare.
It's already 10:30. And you still want coffee? You still have time to worry about coffee?
Hey, it's never too late or early for coffee. What you talking about?
Move your ass away from the coffee maker and put it in front of your desk, where it belongs. How are you doing with the revisions from the feedback we got last time? There's not much time left until the 3 o'clock meeting. I already updated the proposal here. The feedback from the last meeting was pretty clear. We basically got a few solutions handed right to us, and incorporating them was a simple matter. The speech is ready to go as well. There's not much time left. We've got 3 days until the weekend, and we need to have the proposal finalized by then, so the other departments have time to implement it. Be extra careful. The mayor's been very clear about his intentions, and this isn't like before. Volcanoes don't wait for anyone, and I'm not joking around when I say that.
The previous comment, the one about Mr. Tyrell, the Tyrell family, I want to see their plastic surgery. They can just stop by as a little cameo. Just let me see what they look like. I'm so curious about the plastic surgery results.
Yeah, I know. Let me take a look at what you've written. Here, it's this one. The speech is attached underneath. What? To be honest, when I was drafting this proposal, it felt like there was one issue that couldn't be resolved internally. So that needs to be brought up at the meeting for the boss to discuss with the mayor. Which issue? It's hard to say, but let me explain first. You see, we proposed a plate-by-plate migration model for this relocation, with the key technical and managerial personnel for each plate going first. Their numbers are small enough for us to manage, and they've already completed the move. Once they assume their posts in the core sector, we can start preparing to move the rest of the population. The fixed demand treats each plate as a unit, and with each unit moving in sequence. However, all the proposals made so far fail to provide enough transportation capacity, even if we bring in external logistics companies. I see, so? Ideas on their own are worthless without plans. How are you going to deal with this issue? I hope you're not planning to bring it up at the meeting, just to let the Bureau of Administration and Transport worry about it. A few logistics companies alone won't be able to provide the capacity we need. The professional transport management capability of a cutting-edge logistics company.
I assume the weather where my friend is the same or similar here. It's just slightly crazier. Though, I don't even know if I can visit my friend this week. She told me today she said that she got the stomach flu. And I'm like, yo, your luck is so bad. First you got COVID, you got better, and then you got the stomach flu. Like, girl, what the heck? Why? Why so unlucky? Especially since Saturday was her birthday and she was sick and now she's sick again? Like, sheesh. Hello?
Hello? This is Siesta City Hall. Mayor Herman speaking.
Apparently, there's like a stomach flu going around and she caught it. So I'm like, yo, what is your luck right now? Like, holy cow, that is just terrifying.
Apologies for the interruption, Mr. Mayor. I'm here to confirm today's itinerary with you. Please take a look here.
Stares at the itinerary.
This portion of your schedule has been arranged beforehand. I need your input though, because I just received a phone call from one of our logistics partners who will arrive in Siesta around 1 p.m. Your original itinerary has a 3 p.m. meeting with various departments to discuss the relocation efforts. With so many departments each having their own schedule, delaying it isn't an option, and it is unlikely that it will be cancelled either. Shall I serve as your proxy in the meeting then? No. Come with me to meet our caller. Have another secretary start the meeting. Make sure he takes the minutes and have him turn them over to me after it's finished. Understood. Do we need to let the other departments know that we've been in talks with the logistics partners? You can go ahead with that. But only mention that we'll be cooperating with the foreign logistics companies. If all goes well, we'll consider introducing a new logistics management model and bring that up at the meeting.
Wow, though, so far for this section of the story, there's no couple unless, let's see. I mean, no, maybe. Maybe the two workers at first? Or Mr. Mayor and his secretary? Ooh, scandalous. Though, we shall see.
Alright, I'll be going then. Yes, that's the current situation. The mayor will be discussing things with their clients this afternoon, and the meeting will pertain to the subject matter I just mentioned. Please refer to this document. This message comes straight from the mayor. Any questions? None from me. Appreciate the heads up. Thank you very much. Listen up. You still have 4 hours starting now. Look, here's another version of the proposal I prepared earlier. It's a letter of intent for the introduction of a new logistics management model.
The plan to visit, I'll know for sure by, or more or less by like Thursday, if I have to cancel though. Because I heard the stomach flu is contagious. And, you know, that's not gonna be fun. I don't want to catch it. Like, it sounds terrible. Like, oof.
Huh? Ha, would you look at that? I'll let you in on a bit of good news then. If this job ends up being a success, everyone's getting a bonus. So do your best out there. Hello, Mr. Mayor. Thank you for reaching out to us. It's an honor to have this opportunity to cooperate. No need to thank me. Cooperation is a matter of mutual benefit.
Dang, Herman's so much taller than him.
Is this your son? Haha. I'd like him to get a wide variety of experiences as soon as possible. If he never goes out and sees the world, he won't be able to adapt to the changing climate.
Yeah, sending him out to get a variety of experiences, like working at my Rhodes Island base. Making me items. Great experiences. Ha 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 ha.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. Good afternoon. As a token of our meeting, I'd like to present you with this watch. Thank you. However, I don't believe it's appropriate for me to accept gifts from Mountain Dash Logistics at this point, either publicly or privately. Mr. Ural, we've previously spoken about our project's needs over the phone. We've invited you to Siesta in the hopes of reaching a final agreement on our contract. Haha. I see you like to get right to business. We've already read the documents sent by the City Hall. Given the size and scale of the Mountain Dash Logistics, we're more than happy to have the opportunity to work directly with the municipal government. Naturally, we also hope that this joint endeavor will be a fruitful one. So what does Mountain Dash think of the terms of the contract? You are a man of honor, Mr. Mayor, and Mountain Dash is more than willing to sign. However, because cooperation is a two-way street, I would like to renew our discussion about the quote. This wristwatch can be stopped at any time, Mr. Mayor. Very well. Mountain Dash has quite the appetite. Ha ha ha. You misunderstand me. What I meant to say is that we are willing to provide this service free of charge.
Eh? Free of charge?
What are your terms?
Yeah, this sounds too good to be true. This sounds really sus.
Take a look at this, good sir. Take a look at this, sir. This is a letter of contractual intent drafted by Mountain Dash. Since we will be working directly with the municipal government, we also hope to take our cooperation to the next level. What we would like is for Mountain Dash to be able to start a new subsidiary in Siesta, not restricted by local competitors and messengers. I thought as much. Then I assume you know the weight of what you're asking for, Mr. Uriel.
Herman leans lightly back in his seat.
Ahem. Mr. Mayor, your scheduled 3 o'clock meeting is about to begin. I know.
Like, look at them. They're having such a serious conversation. What is Bison doing? Do you think he's just sitting there awkwardly? Like, he's just probably in the corner, sipping tea, not knowing what to say.
You have a very sharp secretary. My criteria for one are not based strictly on ability, but also on whether or not they can understand what I'm thinking. It also depends on the situation. City Hall has no shortage of candidates. Mr. Mayor, though you recognize that a distant spring is ill-suited to quench an imminent thirst, you still choose to live far away. As you've just heard, my meeting's about to start, so... Is there anything else Mountain Dash would like to show us? Ahem. What if I told you that we're capable of meeting both your needs? We're not here to make money, but to solve problems. What do you see as the problem, then? Whatever you might need help with. And what exactly do you think I need? Restructuring. After establishing a new logistics company built off of Mountain Dash, you'll be able to leverage them to facilitate free trade and establish a network of trade agreements, not beholden to any political entity. Imagine a future where Siesta will be able to enter the markets of foreign countries as a neutral entity under those agreements, becoming a commercial hub capable of supporting its local businesses and government. Well, I can see that Mountain Dash has a clear vision. Thank you for your time.
The secretary steps forward, ready to receive the documents Herman is handing back. Uriel then leads forward.
Mr. Mayor, what do you think of Colombia's pioneering business model? Toronto circles the country year-round, bringing continuous economic benefits to Colombia. Toronto. Designed as a pioneer trade city, it will never have a future beyond what Colombia has planned for it. Pioneer cities have always been different from other nomadic cities. They couldn't have less in common with Siesta. The only common thread is that its immediate benefit to Colombia far outweighs the potential risks of somewhat independent status. So Toronto will continue to chug along, extracting things from the wastelands that other nomadic cities cannot. Do you understand me, Mr. Uriel? Of course. Ultimately, you are the Mayor of Siesta, and you have the final say. However, Toronto's economic model has been set in stone, and will not change in the future. By contrast, Siesta is now moving away from this beautiful beach. Who will have the final say when the water is no longer visible?
Man, what's with these fun vacation cities losing their water places? Like the water slide, and now this.
Haha! As you know, Mr. Mayor, Great Yan is thousands of miles from here. Quite the journey, even with modern transportation. Mountain Dash is but a private company in distant Lungmen, unable to do anything drastic. But since you extended your courtesy to us, we came. Take a look at this, if you please. Though we've always conducted business in and around Lungmen, our earnings can hardly be considered insignificant. From what I hear, that volcano's giving Siesta a hard time limit. This city could be gone before my kid here is old enough to start a family. Opportunities are scarce, and time waits for no man.
I like how he's bringing Bison into the conversation while Bison's probably like, Dad, stop.
So, that's why you brought a watch.
Herman casts a glance at Bison, who is sitting farther back along the table. Oh, he really is sitting there awkwardly. Poor Bison. He's just silently sitting, awkwardly staring at them, like, I can't say anything. Oof.
And what does your son think of this proposal? My son?
Oh, me? Sorry, Mr. Mayor. I'm actually not involved in this.
Haha, don't worry. I'm just making small talk. So, to be clear, you want us to finish negotiating this contract by today?
As the executive manager of Mountain Dash Logistics, that is my hope.
I know.
Though I may not be personally involved with this project, I do know that as logistics companies develop in the future, they will not be merely transporting goods and materials, but also facilitating the exchange of economics and cultures. We have both the vision and the capacity, and we will not fall short of your expectations.
So, how about it, Mr. Mayor? Ha ha ha! I have a daughter who also thinks a great deal about siesta. Before she and my other daughter left the city, I promised her I'd work to create her ideal version of it. The nomadic city of Siesta. It will be a wonderful place. Ha! Thanks for all your hard work in making this contract possible. That said, the sun is about to set, and the view around this time is most spectacular. Shall we continue our discussion outside?
Hey, but what happened to the 3 p.m. meeting? Wait, what about worker A and B? Are they just waiting? If they are, that is so sad. That's the last of the batch. Once we finish selling our inventory, we should pack up and head for the new city.
Heh. The nostalgia is really starting to catch up with me. I grew up here since I was a little kid, and I can recognize every grain of sand. I'll have to bring a bottle of it with me when I leave. Who knows if I'll ever get the chance to return? I won't, will I?
Who can say? It's too early to start moping. Oh, someone's heading our way. Go get their attention. Welcome, welcome. Try our special charcoal grilled sandworm legs. The shop's about to relocate in a few days, and we might have to change to a completely different menu by then. Get them while you still can. Sandworm legs? Sandworms have legs? Worm legs? What is this? Sandworm legs? I would try it.
What? Are you freaking out over this time? I must say, the scenery isn't the only thing unique about Siesta. During the last Obsidian Festival, there was a young lady who sold this sort of barbecue. It became an instant hit, and now it's a popular local snack.
Hold up, is that the mayor?
Why are you asking me? You think I've ever met the mayor, and I'm not meeting the exact same people as you every day?
Should we?
I think we just act normal. Hahaha. Would our wonderful visitors like to give it a try? I think we'll pass for now. I'm curious though. What is that facility over there that's been spinning around this whole time? Oh, that's the Bird and Beast Carousel. It's another attraction that popped up during the Obsidian Festival. For whatever reason, a large number of people kept going to ride it every day. I see.
Are you all tourists? Here, I'll give you a free sample. Give it a try. If you like the taste, take a few more with you. Oh, thank you. I guess I'll take another one then. Here's your money. So you're not just cute, but courteous too. I like how honest she is. I still gotta buy some stuff in the store. I want a full clear. Oh, thank you.
Huh? You know I'm still here, right?
Haha. Oh, are they together? Ouch.
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Uriel, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Uriel, this way please. Enjoying a meal while overlooking the ocean is incredibly popular among tourists. The view here is simply unbeatable. Even after the relocation, Siesta will continue to retain this aspect. Even as a nomadic city, she will not lose what was once hers. Of course not. You've done your diligence to ensure that.
Your dishes are ready. Please enjoy. Wait, they just ate something. Now they're eating again? Food hopping.
Ah, beautiful scenery and delicious food. Fresh fin sashimi truly is an altogether different experience. By the way, those two shopkeepers earlier mentioned changing their menu after relocating. There's no shortage of things to take into account as a small businessman. Some of the beachside recreational facilities will have yet to be removed. You and your son are welcome to experience them for yourselves.
I appreciate the offer, but I think I'll be fine here.
Your son is incredibly well behaved. Most children his age would have already dragged their parents off to buy tickets. Ha! That's the era of Mountain Dash logistics you're looking at. Though, I'm also fine with him walking his own path.
Ooh, I didn't see the effects for the package. But I'm gonna buy it regardless. I want the outfit for her.
By the looks of things, you've been teaching him well from an early age. It's good to have an eye out for the future. Ha, as if. It's also apparent that he still has a long way to go. He's a bit better behaved these days, but you have no idea how much he worried me when he was younger. You're being too modest, Mr. Uriel. This isn't a matter of modesty, if you ask me. Every father has gone through the same thing. Just don't laugh at what I'm about to tell you. When he was around 4 years old, the school held a parent-child event, and I went to participate. But when I got there, I realized it was actually a tug-of-war competition. His mother wasn't in good health at the time, so I had to join in. I assume you've never lost a game of tug-of-war? Right. Nobody can beat me at that. So it didn't take long for us to get first place. But the problem was, the other little kids weren't going to take their loss lying down. After seeing us win, they all wanted in on it. They started running over and tugging at my legs, calling me Dad, in the hopes that I'd help them win. What did your wife say? She wasn't there at the time because of her poor health. Lucky man.
Everyone wants him as their dad. Uriel, be my father. I want to win. Father, Dad, Daddy, Papa.
But my kid here sure was generous. He pushed me out there himself, saying that the teacher taught him that sharing is caring.
No worry, he's not just my dad, he's our dad. Bison.
I didn't dare open my mouth.
Dad! Stop it, you're embarrassing me! Stop it, Dad!
I believe you mentioned before that you have 2 daughters? Mm-hmm. 2 daughters.
Oh no! Are they gonna do the embarrassing thing where they're gonna try to introduce them as in like, hey, son. Hey, daughter. There's this one guy that I want to introduce you to. Oh no, this is the story of embarrassing fathers. Stop it! Herman leans lightly back in his seat.
One of them puts my mind at ease. The other, the furthest thing from it. Heh. Although, I suppose I could also say that I don't have to worry about either of them. Haha. I never would have expected you to treat your children that way. This was a few years back, but when the troublesome one was still going to university in Victoria, I almost never got invited to go see her. Only once did I make the time to go over to her school to talk to her professor about how she was doing. So imagine my surprise when I found out she'd gotten someone else to pretend to be her father for the parent-teacher conference.
Yo, the complete opposite of what Bison did. You know, understandable. Like, I'm gonna get a fill-in father. I'm gonna hire some random dude to be my dad. I mean, might as well.
Your daughter's got some serious guts. That is one thing she'll never be short on. I stayed there and listened in for a while. I was pretty angry at the time, but I had to admit, that daughter of mine, the flowers growing in a greenhouse may be elegant and beautiful, but I'd rather she be the weeds that sprout up there instead. To be able to do that proves that she is indeed my daughter. So I trust that when she's out there on her own in the world, she has the ability to overcome any obstacle. What's more, she's a good judge of character.
I mean, the only similar thing that I probably ever had to if they were to try to introduce one of the daughters with Bison, the son, is how my mom told me to go to one of her friend's son's prom. I went for the free food. That was the only reason why I went. I'm like, I want food. I'll go. Fine. Sure. Just for the lols, I want food. Like, heck, I didn't even go to my own prom. I'm like, I'm not interested in that. I'd rather stay home and play video games, ma. And she didn't care. So I'm like, yay. Relaxation. Like, who wants to spend money on that stuff? But if it's free, sure, I'll go.
You see, later on, I sent someone to contact the man she had impersonated me. Oh, do tell. I ended up asking him to come work for me.
Wow. That is funny. I want to know the man my daughter hired. You know, I will hire him too. As one do. Oh my. Was fake dad Mr. Secretary?
As expected of you. He must have been quite talented indeed.
Oh, this one's funny.
Oh, are you him? You flatter me, sir.
Oh, that is so awkward. Bison's probably looking over at Mr. Secretary being like, I understand the embarrassment.
Ha ha ha. What a story. So, how are your daughters doing these days? They're both working elsewhere now. Just a little longer and I plan to kick this kid out too, so he can get a good hard look at the real world. I have a few old friends over in Lungmen. They're a bunch of knuckleheads. But I know that as long as they're around, nothing bad's gonna happen to my boy.
No worries, your boy has a place at my Rhodes Island in my base, making stuff for me.
It's no easy feat trying to make sure your kids turn out fine when they grow up. I'm sure you're only here because you wanted the best for your son. I fall far short. I fall far short of my wife in that respect. A few years ago, between my young son and my sick wife, I was seriously considering scaling back the business. She wrote dozens of letters interrogating me. If not for Rim Billiton and Great Yon being thousands of miles apart, I'm sure she would have given me an earful in person. It's thanks to those letters that Mountain Dash is what it is today, and the kid and I turned out the way we are. You truly are a lucky man.
Herman falls silent while gazing at the waves crashing against the shore. Ooh, Party with the Emperor or hang out with Grayusha for tea? Why not both? Yeah, can't I have both instead and we can go get the, what was it again? Like fish ball, fin ball, whatever they're eating. The other friend who has a food stand. Whatever that guy's food was, we can go there.
I hope your wife gets well soon. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor. Just call me Herman. Mr. Herman. I can truly see now that you're not just a mayor, but a father as well. Ha ha. You're not quite what I was expecting at all, Mr. Euro. Ha ha ha. Care for a glass? Victoria's grapes are sanguine in color and rich in aroma. Barrel brewed in gall with a light cedar-baked flavor. Have a taste. I brought it from Lungmen. Ah. Silly old me. I've had so much to drink that I can't even hold my glass straight. No point in crying over a bit of spilled wine. Happens all the time. I'll pour you some more, as long as you don't drop the glass itself, that is. I don't even know how long it's been since I've held out my glass like this. What if my hand shakes and I end up breaking it? Ha ha ha. Don't worry, I'll hold your hand steady.
As one does. I'm just imagining this now. Mr. Urel's helping Mr. Herman just drink a glass of wine, while Bison and Mr. Secretary are probably just sitting there awkwardly, like, as one does. As one does.
These hands of mine have conquered an entire school in tug-of-war. I suppose I have nothing to worry about then.
This conversation. Yeah. If I was like Bison or the Secretary, I'd be like, come on, hurry up, you guys. We're supposed to be doing other stuff. Or I'd be like, actually, no. I'd be like, yo Bison, or yo, Mr. Secretary, you want to go do something else while these two just, have fun? Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go walk on the beach. Walking on the beach sounds good. And between their two suits, I like Mr. Herman's suit because I am biased. I like black and blue.
I suppose I have nothing to worry about then.
The two men raised their glasses and looked out across the scenery before them. The sun was setting, but the surface of the ocean glimmered even more brightly than it had during the day. Wait, the sun is setting now? Oh no! Worker A and B! They're just waiting there. Like, Mr. Mayor said he was gonna come here at 3 p.m. What happened? Mr. Mayor, I thought you wanted to see my plan. Okay. Ouch!
Mr. Urel. Yes? The wine you brought from Lungmen. It's good stuff. It's not something that would normally make its way into Siesta, is it? Then I trust that I'll also suit the tastes of people from other countries. Ha ha! And I trust that Siestans will enjoy this wine all the same.
I mean, I'm happy for them, they're bonding, but worker A and B... Aw. Just aw. Like, A was rushing B to work on the proposal, and B was like, okay, I'll do it. Even making a pot of coffee for himself to try to get through things. He's powering through, making the proposal, and it's all for nothing. That is depressing as heck. Like, oh man. Poor worker A and B. I hope they're not freaking out. And now for the last one in this city, or the series of To Be Continued. True Story. At home, I pretty much only drink water, lemonade, sometimes other juices like Pog if I'm feeling extra fancy, and chocolate milk. Jesselton ponders at the word much for a brief moment. He takes out a yellowed letter from his pillowcase. The sender of the letter is Mr. K, and he is the recipient. He quietly reads its contents to himself, under the dim light from outside his cell.
Please wait patiently for the time being. Do not attract attention or cause trouble. You are still an important asset to Beachbrella, and we will keep your position and benefits unchanged. As long as you maintain good behavior while you are imprisoned, when the time is right, we will restore your freedom and double your compensation. Humph. The company's too slow to react. Look how long it took for just a letter to reach me.
Jesselton shakes his head and shakes his hand and neatly folds the letter, puts it into the envelope, and stuffs it into his pillowcase.
Son of a bitch. That was such an intense dream, and a single piss ended it. Yo, if it ain't Jesselton, up late writing letters again? You wrote one last week, and you're another one now. Who are you writing anyway?
And yeah, going for Flint's one's fine.
None of your business. Come on, what's there to hide? Can't you show us what you're writing? Asking your folks for money? Threatening your wife to make sure she stays faithful? I made a bet with another guy today. 10 cigs on the line. Come on, just tell me what you're writing. If I win the smokes, I'll give you half. Sorry, but I have to ask you to please respect my privacy. Fine. You got your right to privacy, sure. You came in here dressed as a prison guard, ready to do some killing. And not only did you not actually kill anyone, you got locked up in here. You might want to stop acting all haughty, like anyone's got any privacy here.
I like how he called him out for that. It's like, yeah, look at you trying to look all cool and then you just get wrecked.
Is that all of them? Jesselton's not here yet. Jesselton? What's with him this time?
I mean,
he tripped when he left his cell and slammed his head on the bars.
if that's really what happened. Jesselton.
Sorry about that. I was in the infirmary. Infirmary? Must have been real bad, huh? Alright, tell me who tripped you. You were my co-worker, and you've been behaving. I'll take it out on them for you. No one tripped me. I just got clumsy, banged my own head. Really? Really? Then stop going to the infirmary every chance you get. Just about everyone here knows you're sturdier than a steel bar. Alright, all of you, get to work. Jesselton, come with me. I have a special assignment for you. No thanks. I can do the same work as the other prisoners. Can it? With me! Here, take the bucket and some soap too. Now, go clean all the toilets in A-Zone.
Oh, I like this. Like, sure, I can do the work that everyone else is doing. No. Special job for you. You are the janitor. You must clean the toilets. That is big oof. Just ouch.
Alright, if that's the mission you had in mind for me. I don't see a brush though. What you need a brush for? Mighty as you are, I bet you can make steel wool with your fists. Steel wool with your arts. Now go. And those bathrooms better be spotless when I check them, or you ain't getting dinner tonight. Ha!
Takes a deep breath.
As you wish, jailer. After all, you're the one with the power here and now. Damn, he got toilet duty and he's still acting like it's nothing.
I wonder what other special jobs Mr. Jesselton will get.
Jesselton, you're back? Nice work. Must be hard doing a dirty job like that. No big deal. Nothing I'd ever worry about. Here's a roll from lunch. Thanks, Rick. I'm glad I went to the infirmary and to poke around for you. So you didn't actually slam into the steel bars. You faked it to help me out? How could I ever repay you? So, how's my prognosis? The doctor's a pain to deal with. It took a small sum of money to get him to talk. He says your liver disease needs attention now. Jesselton, you made new friends again, huh?
And probably not reading the other sections, since they're technically their own side stories. I mean, as in, they're technically their own section, so they could be their own theme. Like with reading about the schoolgirls, who I summoned pretty much most of them.
Grrr. I don't care what you do here. You're fighting with us today. Sorry, but I'm not interested in your games. Not interested? You know how we've been getting our asses handed to us by the infected punks? Ever since you let Anthony get away, the B-Zone assholes have been giving us less and less respect. This is all your fault. This is all your fault. And you're telling me you ain't going? If you ain't going, then just you wait. The next time you're on toilet duty, we'll have a surprise for you. Sorry, but I'm not quite as vulgar as your kind. I don't find such lowly violence satisfying in the least. Jesselton, you should go. Hey you, Rick, is it? You've been here for a couple days, right? Here's some serious advice. You better stay away from this guy. He's not the kind-hearted soul you think he is. What do you mean? Jesselton's helped me out a lot.
Oh, I understand. That's why Jesselton chose to be nice to Rick, because Rick doesn't know his true nature. Smart, Jesselton. Very, very smart. I don't feel bad for Jesselton. I think it's hilarious how they're just trolling him.
Aw, and here I was actually trying to be nice. Jesselton, the rubble's happening real soon. And you better head over right now. If you're late, I'll give you a good beating myself. Shrugs. If you want me there so badly, I'll go take a look. Not just a look, you gotta... Whatever. I'd better see you there.
I wanna see someone like Kafka again.
Look who's here. Hey, Jesselton. You look good in that outfit. Tired of being a guard? Decided to join the rest of us? Ha 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 ha! Jesselton, I heard you could arm wrestle Anthony. These guys gotta be no problem, right? What a dumb question. I'm actually a little insulted. A few lone infected.
Please wait patiently in the prison for the time being. Do not attract attention or cause any trouble.
You heard him, you infected punks. Jesselton said a few infected can't take him. Alright, let's see what this fake jailer's got. Get him! Heh, they're fighting again. Hey, who's that? Jesselton? Hey, I'm betting on A-Zone today. Thanks for the free money then. I bet this doesn't work out for A-Zone. Jesselton, what are you standing there for like a bump on a log? Get him! Jesselton, you... Heh. Jesselton, you mother... What? Are you on their side? Ha! You A-Zone pussies can't take us! Your new hero here. He won't save you, just wait. By the time this is over, we'll put you out of your misery. You know, beating these guys to death's no fun. What do you mean? The one we should really beat the shit out of is the fake jailer. He's all bark and no bite, don't you think? What did he just say? A few infected can't take him? Just looking at his face gets me heated. Even if he's not coming for me, I'm getting at least one good hit in. Mother, son of a... I think I got a few broken bones. He's like a hunk of metal. It's like punching a steel plate.
Sheesh. Jesselton's built different. Ow.
Take this crowbar. That's what I'm talking about. Put him down.
Whistles.
It's not gonna hurt him. The crowbar bent? What? You B-zone doofuses don't know about his art? You say that you could do anything about it. Besides, you guys brought him here to help out, and he ain't doing jack shit. Might as well have brought a statue. Jesselton, you better make up your mind right now. Gentlemen, I suggest you settle down. I never agreed to participate in your vulgar brawl. Just being here is about the edge of my patience. If any of you still had a shred of sanity left, you'd stand aside and let me leave. Still rambling away. We brought you here to help out with the rumble, not watch on the sidelines. I get it, you can't forget the old days when you were still a jailer. You came to reminisce, huh? Take this! Ow! My wrist! Gentlemen, I'm afraid I've had it with this charade. Not that you were in a great shape to begin with, but the more you strike me, the more you're going to hurt yourselves. Besides, I'm afraid I don't have much of an appreciation for the joys of a brawl. It's sad enough that you're prisoners, but to miss out on the most fundamental elements of taste. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Prisoner C unleashes a string of Colombian profanity too filthy to render faithfully. See, look at this censoring.
Come on, boys. All of us on him. Let's see how long he lasts.
And Jesselton just standing there, not even doing anything, as they try to punch him.
I thought the A-zones brought him to help out. What's this? Friendly fire? Looks like it. If we weren't in the cells, I would totally go downstairs and get me a tub of popcorn. So, what do we do now? Watch the show? What show? Didn't I say there's no popcorn? We're joining in and beating this asshole down. You aren't here to fight. What are you doing here? I'm grabbing a little something. Spice things up for everyone, you know? What something?
Whispers.
Alright, go. Make sure you come back or I'll personally skin you alive. And remember what you said. If you bring anything else, I'll make sure you never tell another lie, ever. Got it!
Wow, the prison guards are in on this too. They're like, oh yes, I want to see Jesselton just get wrecked.
What did he say? Don't worry about it, just watch the show. Honestly, it's getting boring. This Jesselton's a real tough cookie. He hasn't taken a scratch while the others got all their hacksaws and whatnot broken.
Come on, dude, are you back yet?
Whew.
Gasp! Gasp!
Well, this was hardly my intent, but it seems none of you can fight anymore. If me being here moved you a little closer to a truce, then this hasn't necessarily been a total waste. Adieu, gentlemen.
Splash!
What's this? Acid? No, this. Ugh! Shit, this stinks! Where'd it come from? Who brought it?
What did they put on him?
Jesselton, weren't you like real badass? Got fine taste and shit, and no one can do nothing about you? I got you some of that water you use to clean toilets. How does it feel to bathe in it?
Ew! Oh gosh!
What you gonna do now? Give me a beatdown? Come, do it!
Weren't you all nice and calm just now? I think he's going to get wrecked. I mean, maybe it was worth it. But ooh. You are still an important asset to Beachbrella, and we will keep your position and benefits unchanged.
I'm not going to stoop to the level of a bunch of thugs. Coward! Wimp! You can say all you want and do whatever pleases you, but your filth won't hurt me one bit. Your underhanded moves do nothing but demonstrate your senselessness. Now, I bid you a good day. Jeez, I'm starting to look up to this guy some. Get lost! Your stink is killing us here! Go back to your cell and cry. And remember to change your clothes before you get back to your bunk if you don't want your sheets to stink too. Haha! So, how's that? What do you think? I gotta give that kid from B-Zone extra points for his meal. Wait, what? Wait. What do we do about our bet? I win, obviously. What are you talking about? Don't you remember what I said? I bet he wouldn't work out for A-Zone. You fancy-tongued cheat!
Nah, no respect for Jesselton.
Jesselton, what's wrong? Are you hurt? You stink! What did they do to you? Just their usual stupidity. Pay it no mind. How could they do this? Do you have a spare uniform? Lend it to me, will you?
Jesselton, I don't think you can fit his outfit. Like, I think he'd rip Rick's outfit if you try to put it on. I mean, maybe the pants, but the shirt? No. But look at the difference in their arm size especially. Jesselton's arm is like the size of Rick's head.
I only have one extra set myself. Jesselton, please, go back to your cell. I'll clean myself up and wash my clothes.
I mean, Jesselton could assert his dominance and walk around in the nude.
You're here. Your clothes are wet? Sorry, I shouldn't have been so stingy. Here, I brought you my extra set. How naively sympathetic. I can't wait to see his reaction after he reads this letter.
Wow, look at Jesselton. Instead of being thankful...
He's already thankful enough. Now I just need a little spark to ignite his hatred.
Jesselton, you little piece of poo!
Ah, how lucky I am to have such recreation during my brief incarceration. Jesselton, what's the matter? Are you alright?
Poor Rick.
Nothing, don't worry. Let's talk about you instead. The report says that your liver problems were caused by your alcoholism. And even though you haven't drunk since coming here, the chemical products you come into contact with during work can still cause damage to your body. The doctor told me himself that your outlook isn't good if this keeps up.
Wait, does that mean Jesselton's just trolling?
Good lord, my wife, my kids! They're only 7 and 8. I'm so sorry I'm putting them through all this.
What the heck?
Speaking of which, not only did the doctor show me your physical, he also gave me the letter your wife sent you.
Jesselton, what are you doing?
A letter from Patty? Why would he have it? The doctor said it's out of concern for your health. He doesn't want you to get too agitated. But now that he has told me about your situation, there isn't really a point to hiding it from you anymore. Thank goodness. Patty's still writing me. If I have to die in here, at least I can die happy. What did she say? Well, maybe you should take a look yourself. I only hope my handwriting resembles his wife's enough after all that practice.
Jesselton, why are you trolling this poor man? I mean, I don't know what he's in here for, but still, I prefer him over you, Jesselton.
It is with sorrow that I must tell you this. I cannot bear the life you've left me any longer. I have decided to marry Bill. What? Jesselton, this is really... Patty wants to marry my brother. He's just 15.
What the heck? Jesselton! Jesselton, why are you... What kind of lie are you fabricating, Jesselton? You're making Rick's wife seem like a creep.
Shit! His brother's named Bill?
Oof! That is the biggest oof!
You, think again. Do you know anyone else by that name? Other Bills, huh? Bill Dickinson, the carpenter? The one who just lost his wife before I was arrested? I need to talk to Patty face to face. How could she abandon me just because I'm in here? She's gonna have her kids call that old, lame carpenter their father. I'm sorry, Rick. Jesselton, I don't know what to say. If you hadn't brought me this letter... Rick, it's not yet time to thank me. What do you mean? We both know that money and power rule Columbia. Think about it. Why did Patty elope with the carpenter? All for money. You were sent to prison, and you became a burden. That's why she decided to marry a lame old man instead of staying with you. The one she loves. If you want revenge... Revenge? No. I was just going to ask Patty face to face. What happens then? Will you let her go? And even if you let her marry Bill, will you just abandon your children like that? You thought Patty loved you, and you love her. But how much is love worth here in Columbia? Patty betrayed you, and she will even teach your children to betray their own father. Is there really not the tiniest bit of hatred in you? Jesselton, please, stop it. How naive can this man be? Looks like I'll have to get straight to the point. It'll be okay. Even if I told him I'm getting out soon, he won't be envious, only jealous.
Jesselton, how... Like, why? Why do you just want to make Rick suffer?
Right now, we only have one choice, and that is to seize wealth and power for ourselves. Wealth and power? How will those help me get my children back? If you had money to make bail, you could leave this place on parole and take your children back from Patty. If I had money, I wouldn't have been in here in the first place. Then there is only power left. Truth be told, I have some connections both inside and outside the prison. I have some friends I can count on, and they will come to get me soon. Really? Of course.
You know, I'm hoping that the letter that Jesselton's been getting, or the letters, I hope he's just getting trolled. Like, someone has to troll him back.
After years of hard work, I've managed to earn myself a tiny bit of influence too. The only reason I'm trapped here in this prison is because of an unfortunate accident and minor delay. This is only a brief interlude. Wow. Jesselton, thank you. Thanks for talking to me and picking me up when I've hit rock bottom. Have more confidence in yourself, Rick. As long as you can make yourself useful enough, or someone is willing to give you a hand, you will never hit rock bottom in Columbia. And it's no exaggeration to say that I'm the former and you're the latter. The latter? Someone's willing to give me a hand. You're going to help me even more? Certainly. I'm going to introduce some of my connections to you, so that you can perhaps get a conversation going with the men up top. And when the time comes... Rick. Rick Gray. Yes, here. Out. Someone's looking for you. Alright, get moving. You hit dogshit jackpot this time. Your family's raised enough money for bail. Now hurry up and get your parole paperwork done. My god, Who raised the money for me? My old man? Count the questions. Do you want out or not? Please tell me, who paid my bail? Enough blabbering. It's a Patty. Same last name as yours. You satisfied? Now get a move on. Patty?
So she went after Bill so that she could get bail for me? Oh, Patty, I never should have doubted you.
Hey, my old co-worker, Buddy. We meet again. How could a poor bastard like this afford bail? Could it be that you... No. Impossible. Don't look at me like I'm gonna blow money on a prisoner. Still, you better not assume that we don't know your tricks. Your habit of making friends, even the warden knows about it now. He had me come keep an eye on you. Make sure you don't get any funny ideas. So it was you after all. Don't get the wrong idea. Luck's actually on his side. His wife apparently sold her house or something. And scraped enough together to make bail, that's all. And if you have to say we pulled any tricks, all we did was take our time with the paperwork and cause a little extra delay. Delay? We knew a week ago that his wife had the bail money. Just thinking about how you spent the whole week running all over the place to spend the little cash you had to pull the strings. So how many pennies are left in your pockets?
A tint of ferocity emerges in Jesselton's eyes. As long as you maintain good behavior while you are imprisoned, when the time is right, we will restore your freedom and double your compensation. Black substances start to solidify in his arm.
Well, shit. You're getting serious?
And then recede.
Of course not. Only fools resort to violence to vent their anger. That's too bad. After Anthony got away, the bosses gave us these high-voltage tasers. Kira was hoping to try mine out. You might want to try it on someone else. We won't be seeing each other much longer, my dear, vulgar jailer. What now? Someone's going to post your bail? Bail. Of course. Well, that's just rich. If someone was going to bail you out, how it's Rick packing up instead of you? How shallow. Do you think those who truly possess wealth and power would spend it by pulling someone out of prison? Heh, look at you talk. I'm merely saying the facts. Well, I hope someone comes get you soon, then, and not the kind that pays your way out. But for now, you're still an inmate at Mansfield State Prison. Got it? Then take this bucket and soap. You still have C-Zone's toilets to clean.
I like Jailer A. He's funny. In your letter, you called me an important asset to the Beach Brella Company, but I understand that I am merely one of the company's countless employees. The only reason that I am considered a more valuable asset than others is the greater power I possess. I implore you to help me out of this place as soon as possible. Prolonged incarceration will cost me the edge I had. The value that I could provide you would be diminished. You're loyal? Jesselton stops at his signature. He grips his pen with a force and grits his teeth, crossing out his original signature. Your humblest servant, Jesselton Williams. I like how you have to write that for his signature.
This will do. Chin up, Jesselton. Chin up. You've been Beach Brella's employee for the year for 5 Employee of the Year for 5 consecutive years now. They will not abandon you. They will not abandon you. That's right. They will never abandon you. Soon. It will be very soon.
I wonder who's the new Employee of the Year.
Once I get out of this place, I will find a way to get back at these prisoners and the guards. Never mind. I'll worry about this after I'm out.
Ooh. Whatever happened to Jesselton Williams? Would Beachbrella's Mr. K extend a helping hand to his employee in distress? Stay tuned to Channel 58 and find out on the next True Stories.
Oh, I'm so gonna watch this again. What's this called? True Stories? I told you were going to love the show. I've been watching it for a while now, but the actor who plays Jesselton's really nailing it. Channel 58's upped their game with this one. Where'd they find such a great actor anyway? What else is he in? No clue. The main selling point of the show is its mockumentaries, and they don't ever credit their actors.
Wait, was that all just an episode that we were just looking at? Or is it an actual documentary? Secretly, they've been filming Jesselton.
He's probably fresh from some drama school. I bet he's got a bright future ahead of him. Haha. To a bright future. To a bright future. This is some good stuff. Fine booze. You know, I'm just thinking. What if that guy wasn't an actor, and he was actually the guy himself? What do you think? Not a bad joke. I'm not... It's a good one. Haha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha.
Music. True Stories is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual events is entirely coincidental. See you next week. Oh, Jesselton's company must have been the one who made the show. Even more evil. I like that, if that's the case. It could be Jesselton's company making the show. Or heck, it could be our film buff, aka Nian. Nian's new, instead of a movie, she's making a fun documentary. Just kidding, it could be someone else, like, who knows, maybe Anthony is sponsoring the show because it'd be funny. I mean, I understand. Super duper understandable if that's the case. Like, no one would blame him. And oops, I scrolled too far, didn't I? Oopsies. There. And now, boop. Oops, not simulation. My bad. Operator records. Now for the final thing. Flint. Warriors do. If your fists still aren't big enough, you need to grab a hold of some other way to solve problems. Oh man, though my favorite story in To Be Continued is probably Jesselton's one. I think that's hilarious how they just trolled him. Jesselton's fate is just to be a character in a reality TV show.
Do it! Wreck him! Yeah, swipe him from the right. That's right, just like that. Hell yeah. Beat up this outsider moron. Good one. Show this outsider the true strength of the Tiaka warriors. Whoa, that's ruthless. Aren't they sworn enemies or something? I mean, are they sworn enemies or something? Huh, enemies? Who cares? We'll just find out once they're done. Exactly. It's just a fight. What's the big deal? Speaking of, I've never seen you around. You new here? Right, I'm a merchant doing some trading here and there. Just got here today. I heard there are quite a few tribes here, and I figured I could make some money. Oh, a merchant! That means you sell stuff, right? Good. We welcome people who sell stuff here. But slow down a little. Whatever you got, it can wait till after the show. But this...
No buts, sir. Enjoy the show.
Look. Got him. Beautiful. Tiaka warriors always win.
Yeah, free entertainment. I mean, look at that fight.
Shh. This how you guys treat all your guests?
Huh? Don't make me laugh. You're the one who started it, and you want to be treated like a guest?
I already told you. I really didn't see you.
I love how pouty Broca is.
The transport's door is a bit too tall. I thought you'd already got on already. I'll swap the door out for a transparent one later.
Cut the crap. Let's go. I'm my tribe's strongest warrior, and we'll find out right now which of us is stronger.
Do it, Shorty. Show me the vigor you had when you wiped the floor with us. That's right, Shorty. Jump up and use that super quick punch of yours to beat him up. Maybe you want to take care of them first.
That's none of your business.
Yes. You're unarmed, but I have a weapon.
So what?
You can't win. I'll say this now. I'm not letting go of my weapon.
Have it your way. But you don't get to decide who's going to win. You'll have to take it up with my fists.
What a savage.
I'm betting on Flint.
It's been so long since you left this place, but you haven't learned a thing other than common tongue. But I can see that. A place like this.
What about the place?
Suits a headstrong prick like you just fine. Hey, sounds like he's complimenting us. That's right, only here in Akahuala can a warrior be this tiny. Can be born this tiny but with such big fists. Huh? He's complimenting us? Then, are we still doing this? I don't think that's a compliment. You barbarians.
Humph. Say all you want. The Tiaka warrior's tone has a hint of stiffness. Her eyes sweep the crowd in front of her. She pauses momentarily as her gaze lands on a certain person. I'll remember this. I'm going to come settle the score with you later. If you outsiders are going to look down on us Tiaka warriors, then maybe you should get out of Akahuala.
Yeah, that's the idea. If it wasn't for you barbarians not having even the tools to fix up a car,
we wouldn't be wasting our time here. Well, who knew your metal junk would break down during the trip? Hey, you over there. Stop looking around. I'm talking to you.
Huh?
For me, the trader seems like fine so far. Like, even if he came to scam them, he's like, fine. We'll watch the show first. Like, I respect that. He's not being too pushy with his sales right now. So he's not the worst, like, salesman. The pushy ones are the worst.
Me?
Right, you. You said you're a trader, right?
Yes I am.
You've got anything that can patch up wounds? Give me some of that. The kind that works extra fast. Is there something you want? I'll trade you for it.
You need to pay for it.
What a pain. The last trader we had was okay with trading for things. How come we can't do that?
Maybe because you threatened the last guy with your fists?
Stay out of this. Are you sure we can't trade? I have lots of good stuff. If you're okay with it, I can bring you to my place and trade you something there. That's the hottest place in all of Akahuala.
If you indeed have something good to offer, then of course we can barter.
Yeah.
That actually worked. Well, this is business, naturally. We need to be flexible, haha. So, do we leave now to this
Akahuala.
Right, Akahuala. The hottest place in Akahuala. I need to take a good look at this place. Perhaps I will be able to make a few deals there.
Haha. I'm sure you will. Follow me.
What now? Are they seriously gonna stop just like that? Where are they going? No one goes that way normally. What are they doing that way? Hunting? Who knows? If there's no fight, let's get going. Let's see if the redhead outsider finished putting together that Forest MK7 yet.
Forest MK7, I want to see that.
Let's go. Enam's not around for the next couple of days. I want to take that giant thing we've got apart to see what's inside.
In Sargon, I think I'd go for the city first just because I gotta stock up on stuff. Like fresh water or water purifiers. Because I'd be scared of drinking water in the forest.
Huh. Are we there yet?
Almost. Stay close. There are lots of wild beasts around here. I can't guarantee your safety if you get lost.
Huh? Didn't you say we're going to the hottest place in town? How come there are beasts?
What's so weird about it? We're Teokal warriors. Of course we live in places where there are beasts. It's only when you can head into the rainforest and beat the most ferocious beasts on your own that you have proven yourself as a warrior.
Well, if that isn't amazing. You were fighting that feline man earlier without any weapons. Do all the warriors here fight like that?
More or less. Some use spears since it's easier to fight beasts with, but I don't need them. All I need are my fists.
Haha. With how amazing you are, I'd say you really don't need anything else. Right. I heard what that feline was saying too. Something about a broken down transport. So you came back here with them from the outside?
You caught even that?
Well, I just happened to overhear it. Also, your common tongue is superb. Where did you learn to speak it? Outside Sargon?
If you heard it, you've heard it. What are you so tense for? A while back, a bunch of outsiders came here and told us they could take us outside to make some big bucks.
Oh, I see. And you followed them?
Hell no! Do I look like I'm that bored? I only went with them because they had a lot of tough fighters with them. But in the end, they kept assigning me to protect some worthless loser who always stayed inside some metal box. No way I'm doing that! Outsiders are so weird. They're all a bunch of wusses, but they keep calling the shots. That's why I didn't even ask for any money and came right back. Normally, those stupid lumps would have been long gone, but they're dawdling around because they keep saying their metal box has broken down. Who knows how to fix those metal boxes anyway? And there are all those weird metal thingies. I've never even seen those things.
I mean, it's not like you guys would have any repair equipment.
What did you just say?
I mean, repairing transports is no cakewalk. Have the Akahuala warriors ever considered acquiring some tools for convenience?
Such as
that feline transport, or some kind of robot that could automatically help you with your tasks.
Not interested. What would I do with those? I'm willing to bet those gaudy metal trinkets wouldn't last a single punch of mine.
Well, that's weird.
What's weird?
To tell you the truth, I came to Akahuala to test my luck. To try my luck in business because I heard rumors about this place. But I guess there's probably not many opportunities for that.
Huh? What do they say about us outside? Is it how prestigious the Tiaka warriors?
That's got nothing to do with it. Shh. I heard the tribes here are large and prosperous, that they've mastered quite a lot of robotics technologies, and they've even started trading with the outside. From the looks of it, they were nothing more than rumors. But it's too soon to jump to conclusions. As a merchant, you have to be patient and attentive. I'd still like to have a look around. Maybe I'll run into a big tribe like from the rumors.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying I'm lying?
Where's this coming from?
You... Wait, don't move! Hide behind me.
What?
Hurry, stop dawdling! A big one's coming. What's coming? Phew. Alright, we're safe. Come out.
You actually managed to beat that huge pack of beasts all by yourself.
That's nothing. Didn't I tell you? You only have proven yourself as a warrior if you can beat the most ferocious beasts on your own. I respect that. Nah, Flint's just built different. I respect her strength. This pack's huge, otherwise I would have had an easier time.
Thanks.
No need to thank me. I was the one who brought you here and brought you into the rainforest.
Didn't you say you weren't going to guarantee my safety? Fine. Let's get your wound taken care of. Give me a moment. Let me look for some medicine and bandages. Here. They're yours to keep. We'll call this your payment for protecting me earlier.
Oh, you sure about that?
I'm sure. Take them. This really isn't quite like they said outside. In hindsight, I guess I shouldn't have trusted those rumors.
Mr. Merchant seems pretty innocent, though. Hold on. Why shouldn't you have trusted those rumors?
What do you mean?
Our tribe's big and prosperous. There's no doubt about that. We can have up to 40 or 50 people going out on a hunt at once. Watch out. Why are you losing your footing all of a sudden?
It's nothing. I walked a bit too much, and my legs are getting sore. Are we there yet?
What's the rush? We're getting close. It's just up ahead. I guarantee it'll open your eyes. You're back. How was it?
Worthless.
What happened to your face?
Don't get me started. I ran into a bunch of barbarians who've got nothing but muscles growing in their brains. They said I had to fight their warriors to go inside the village, and they immediately welcomed me with a punch in the face. The village was small and run down. They hardly have any people there, and they haven't even seen the transport repair tools before. What a waste of time. Did you find anything on your end?
Nothing. I took a stroll in the other direction and found a red-head Vopo fixing his transport. He said he was going to take me on a ride once it was fixed. I followed him around a little, and there were only some rundown houses. Though it kind of felt like he didn't want me poking around too much. Something didn't feel right about that.
If you ask me, I think there's nothing to the rumors.
You sure? You remember what the Patty Shaw ordered us to do, right?
Of course. But the results couldn't be more clear. At the very least, we found no developing power here. And there's nothing we can gain from this place either. The messenger stationed here wasn't lying.
Oh, they were undercover. I mean, understandable that the others are probably like, oh, we're hearing rumors. We might as well send someone over to scope things out. Like, that makes sense, actually. But according to the gossip, I just think something doesn't add up about all this. Who's gossiping, by the way? Is it the old man? The old man with Zumama?
You said it yourself. It's just gossip. The messenger here, our intel calls her Enam. She liked to trade and barter to begin with, so I'm not surprised the rumors got blown out of proportion. Besides, if the Lords Emir take control of this territory here, and it doesn't meet their expectations, having painted a rosy picture is only going to get us in trouble.
Fair enough. You're right. They're a bunch of barbarians who do nothing but compare who's got bigger fists. How could they possibly have fooled the two of us?
Let's go back to the city and let the Padishah know.
Mission success! As in, fooling the dudes.
All taken care of.
Yeah. How are things on your end?
We hid all the machines and metal choppers in a cave nearby. Nobody saw us. And we reminded everyone in the tribe not to talk about machinery in front of any outsiders.
Good work. Now we just need to wait till Enam's back. She left a letter and disappeared without a trace. Shh. Right, that wound in your face.
I'm fine.
Sorry, you can punch me back at the training grounds next time.
Really, don't worry about it. Chiave probably would have been better at putting up that show, though.
We didn't have a choice, since there was more than one of them. I asked Chiave to take care of the other person. Actually, we could have gotten through this without that fight, but...
But?
I couldn't help myself.
I'll bash your face in at the training grounds next time.
Haha, just kidding. But now those guys definitely consider us a bunch of barbarians who only think about fighting. I took that guy to an old abandoned settlement that's only used as a rest stop by the warriors traveling outside the tribe, and he suspected nothing.
You can't say that for sure.
It's fine as long as you can't be sure of anything either. As long as they don't get to the bottom of it, they won't report anything to their higher-ups. That's what the doctor said.
True. They're just lackeys. They're bound to avoid the riskier option.
That's right. Besides, with me on the job, nothing can possibly go wrong. Ah yes, the one who was totally not being sus to that other person. I like how he offered her a ride, like, yo, after I fix up my ride, I'm gonna offer you a ride. As one does, right?
Man, that was exhausting. You know how much work it is to take apart transport and then put it right back together?
Sorry, but that's the only excuse I could come up with. If you need me to pay for it.
No need, it's a piece of cake. We used to do this stuff all the time when we were running cons. I mean, when we ran our old business. Don't believe me? Ask Broca. Wait, Broca, your face. That's hilarious. Shut up.
Ahem, okay, back on topic. Now that they're gone, we should be able to keep the status quo for a while longer. Enam, Zumama, and Gavio are all away. We'll have to settle for this.
Those guys won't give up that easily.
I guess that's true. If this was going to be that simple, Enam wouldn't have asked me to hold the fort. Yeah, I'll have my tribesmen keep an eye out around the rainforest. If any of them come back, we'll deal with it somehow.
Whoa!
What?
Man, I didn't expect the boss, that Enam, to trust you so much. I only ever see you follow Blaze around. You don't even talk to the other operators from here all that much. I really didn't think you'd come all the way back like they did the moment you got that letter.
It's true. I don't keep in contact with my tribe much. Thankfully, I was in Colombia not too long ago. Enam gave me a call and asked me to bring a bunch of discarded metal choppers. I'm not really too I'm not really too sure why she trusted me with this.
You brought all those here? You have an eye for them. They can be put to good use once they're fixed up. Why wouldn't she trust you? She saw how much you've grown. It's a good thing. I followed you guys here thinking I could help come up with ideas, and then push came to shove. But looks like you didn't need me. You didn't need me at all. You're always fighting Broca, so I thought you were the kind of girl who rushes right up to your opponents to beat them up.
I did kind of do that too.
Huh?
Never mind. Akahuala's changed a lot, and the tribe has all these funny looking machines. I really have no idea how they learned to put them together. I thought Tsumama's stuff was weird though. Was weird enough, but at least those things were shaped normal.
The ones they made are pretty interesting if you ask me. As long as it's practical.
That's true, at the very least. Life's gotten much better with these machines.
Really? If you guys came up with a machine that planted crops and hunted on its own, your Tiaka warrior fists wouldn't mean anything for much longer. You seriously don't care even a little? Hey, Jave!
I'm just curious. I lost the right to determine my tribe's direction the moment I left my tribesmen behind. If the Tiakas chose this, then there's no problem. I don't understand what these machines are all about, but I trust the people here.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Besides, I thought about things while I was on Rhodes Island. If everything could be solved by beating up your enemies, I wouldn't have so much to worry about. I understand, Flint. I love the power of brute force, but sometimes strategy is required. There was this time when, I accompanied the doctor as a bodyguard to a business meeting with the company, and they really tried to boss us around right from the start.
It happens.
I couldn't help myself, so I beat them all up.
It happens. Yeah, that can be a pain in the ass to deal with. How come the doctor didn't stop you?
Of course they did, so I beat them up as well. So I beat them up while the doctor was asleep. Wow! No wonder why I don't remember that meeting. I don't remember that meeting at all because I was knocked out.
Hey, hold on. I think I heard about this. So you were the one who wanted to give the doctor more rest and stood guard outside the door, and ended up beating up all the guys who came looking for trouble?
Don't remind me. The deal almost fell through because of that, but we managed to save it at the expense of the doctor's sanity. Anyway, I gave everyone lots of trouble that time.
Good thing the doctor was there. They didn't give you a hard time, right?
Not at all, actually. After we got back to Rhodes Island, they told me that fists really do mean everything.
Huh?
But our fists have to be big enough for that to work, and we don't always have what it takes yet. So we have to come up with other ways to solve our problems.
Fair point. Makes sense.
Hold on. Did you hear something just now? What's the something? Phew, finally. Stop musing. We need to get to work. How come there are all these machines here? Is that... Hey Kumar, good to see you. Judging by the look on your face, I'm guessing nothing bad happened. Everything turned out okay in the end, I guess. Good. Then I suppose you chased them all away? I knew you were the right one for the job. I have plenty of other things I need your help with. But for now, I need all of you to help us clear some space for a village. Akahuala is going to see a large crowd of visitors from the underground soon. I'm surprised we didn't see them during the event. But then again, they were so busy. Distracting people, helping clear out a place to keep everyone to such good work. The story or Flint's operator record makes me like her more. I respect her love of punching. Yeah, I really respect that. I too love the power of brute force. Flint, you're cool. I'm gonna give you lots and lots of EXP tickets later. I will feed you well, girl. And you're gonna have the best fists. You can punch everyone real good. So yay, I got through to be continued and I even finished Flint's story. So yay, happy ending. So thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day and epic gacha luck. I am going to eat a snack, buy the pack for my apple pie, and then use up my sanity. So see you guys later. Bye bye.